Let's cut straight across to all the action that is coming in from Battleground Hyderabad at the moment. You can see a large amount of crowds, the BJP supporters thronging the royal city of Hyderabad. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, he's at the moment in the city of Hyderabad ahead of the civic body polls. Remember, 1st December is when the civic body polls are being held. Amit Shah holding a roadshow in Secunderabad, and those visuals are on your screens at the moment. It's an electrifying campaign, show of strength put up by the BJP at the moment in Secunderabad. He arrived at Begumpet Airport, and at the moment you can see how Amit Shah has reached Secunderabad, carrying out this massive rally on your screens right now. Amit Shah live in Secunderabad. This is after the prayer service that wound up at the temple. He arrived at the Begumpet Airport. He visited the Bhagya Lakshmi temple, which is adjacent to Charminar. He offered prayers. We got you those live visuals as well. And now he's holding this big roadshow in Secunderabad. It's a massive show of strength of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Hundreds and scores of BJP supporters are greeting Amit Shah right there in the roadshow. They greeted him at the airport, they followed him to Bhagya Lakshmi temple, and now to Secunderabad. Ankit Tyagi is getting us the ground report. Ankit, what's the plan after the roadshow? He is likely to address the media. What's on his agenda at the moment as Amit Shah is sounding off the poll bugle in Hyderabad? It's a massive show of strength coming in right there from the visuals that are coming in, electrifying visuals of the mega roadshow coming in, Ankit.
Well, that's right. In fact, what you can see right now, Home Minister Amit Shah on top of the bus, in fact, and starting his roadshow in Secunderabad. And it has been 3 continuous days of massive onslaught. Although the BJP bigwigs have been coming in for the last entire week. Tejasvi Surya was here, BJP MP from Karnataka, Smriti Irani. Then day before it was a show of JP Nadda, followed by the roadshow of Yogi Adityanath yesterday, and today on the last day of the campaigning, it's the Home Minister himself in Hyderabad. Now, a lot of questions being asked on why the BJP, and this is a take which the AIMIM and TRS is taking at the Bharatiya Janata Party, that now only the Prime Minister, who was incidentally here in Hyderabad yesterday, though he was on a different mission altogether, but that they are now saying that why the BJP is deploying their topmost leadership for just a municipal election. According to them, it is a sign that the BJP has nothing, in fact, to showcase, nothing to promise, and only star power which they are employing. But what you see right now, with the kind of machinery and the muscle and the, in fact, determination that the BJP has shown in this election, very clearly tells you, Chetty, that no election for the Bharatiya Janata Party is too a small election. Whether it is a panchayat election or a municipal election, or it can go up to the parliamentary election or a state assembly election. Largely for the Bharatiya Janata Party, what matters is the target that they set in each election. Bhupendra Yadav, who was in charge of Bihar, is in charge of a municipal election right now. So why is it so important for the BJP? Why is the Home Minister himself in this roadshow? Because the BJP wants to present itself as an alternative. And an alternative where the Congress party has already faltered. The Congress is nowhere to be seen in this fight in Hyderabad. The BJP wants to occupy the principal opposition space in this assembly election. In Greater Hyderabad area, they want to, in fact, at least be registered as a party to reckon with in the minds of the voters. And then, of course, their larger aim is to be the principal opposition, the main contender, the main fighter against the TRS in the 2023 State Assembly election. So they want to decimate the Congress completely, wipe it off the Hyderabad political map, and then, of course, build their way upwards for the State Assembly election. Now, what you see right now is Mr. Amit Shah. It will be almost an 8-kilometer long roadshow, which is expected to be over in about 2 hours. The Home Minister is then expected to address the crowds there. What we saw yesterday with Yogi Adityanath as well, 2 rallies, one at the end point of his roadshow where he promised that if the BJP wins, Hyderabad would be renamed Bhagyanagar. So the BJP employing 2 tactics as far as this election is concerned. with so much money and so much resources being used right now, what the BJP is trying to do, they have ensured that the anti-incumbency vote also goes to them. And apart from that, there are communal overtones to this as well. And these communal overtones are going to ensure that the people or the voters which have a Hindu leaning, a right-wing leaning, they also consolidate behind the Bharatiya Janata Party. So a two-pronged strategy being employed by
What stands out, Ankit, away from the politics here is that from the visuals that are coming in, I can't help but notice that we're still not at the end of the pandemic and the social distancing norms have been thrown to the wind and not many are even wearing masks.
Certainly. And I mean, it just seems that Corona has taken a leave of absence whenever it comes to a political gathering. We saw that in Bihar. We are seeing this in Hyderabad. In the last 3 days that I have been here, every political rally, and I mean, BJP right now in the focus because of the star power, but if you go to any political rally of the TRS, of the BJP, there hardly any social distancing being followed. This raises the question, why isn't the Election Commission cracking down on the political parties despite very clear norms which have been put in place by the Election Commission? It is an absolute open defiance of the norms by the Election Commission in the COVID era. You are not finding any social distancing. 90% people in these road shows are not, in fact, wearing the mask. And this largely tells you that the fear of coronavirus is absolutely absent, and this could be potential corona, taking bomb. Hyderabad so far, at least the numbers that have been projected, but largely it is coming on the back of 50% RT-PCR test and 50% antigen test. But at least in the political rallies, that is the last consideration, and the responsibility also lies on the political parties, the BJP big senior leaders or the TRS leadership. They are not worried about people contracting corona in these political rallies. But interestingly, as there is another story which is on the doorsteps of the national capital, the farmers were completely told not to assemble because of coronavirus. That seems to be the least of the bother as far as the political rallies are concerned.
And we're getting these visuals that are coming in with scores of supporters who have gathered for these rallies. This is a mega poll blitzkrieg. Ankit Tyagi is reporting. If you could just walk our viewers, Ankit, through the schedule as far as Amit Shah is concerned.
You see, Mr. Amit Shah is in the Secunderabad area right now, and this road show largely is being done in the areas which are considered as MIM and the TRS stronghold. The message is very, very clear. The message for the BJP, it is in fact that it is a party which is here to stay. It is a party which is fighting this election with the utmost gusto. I mean, I can't think of a parallel study where an election like this was ever fought with the kind of machinery that has been put in place and with the kind of leaders which are coming into campaign. What you see on your screens right now is this long roadshow of the Home Minister, and all kind of things to energize, to enthuse the cadre are being used in it. You have people with drums, a full crew of the drummers are here. There are big speakers which are playing music. The entire procession right now is shouting Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Vande Mataram. That is the war cry. And very interestingly, it was only yesterday and today that I'm hearing a large crowd shouting, Jai Shri Ram as well, which has more or less become the war cry as far as the BJP is concerned. So this 8-kilometer long road show is going on. It will go on, in fact, for 2 hours. And after this road show, Mr. Amit Shah at the end of it is expected to make a speech as well. What you are seeing right now, the entire both sides of this road show of the road have been littered with completely, BJP flags, and very strategically, there are BJP Karyakartas who are being placed on top of certain rooftops in Sikandrabad, sharing petals.
That's right, Ankit, stay with us. I just want to encapsulate all that is taking place. You can see Amit Shah on your screens at the moment. He arrived at the Begumpet airport. He's at the moment holding a roadshow in Sikandrabad. After arriving at the airport, he went to the Bhagya Lakshmi temple. We got to the visuals of him praying right there. Remember, Bhagya Lakshmi is next to Charminar. It's an iconic monument. He offered prayers at the temple. He's now on your screens holding a roadshow in Sikandrabad. Hundreds, not just hundreds, scores and scores of supporters you can see across your screens right there are present right there for this particular roadshow. After this, he's going to be addressing the media. He's of course the flag bearer of BJP's campaign trail in Hyderabad, where the stakes are very high for the Bharatiya Janata Party. For the BJP, this is of course an opportunity to test its strategy, its strength, for a bigger battle for the state and beyond. So somewhere this is an inroads. While this would be a civic body poll, this could perhaps be the setting stone for BJP making inroads in Telangana as well. Ankit is with us at the moment. Ankit, for the BJP, this is not just about winning the civic polls, but gaining their foothold into the state at large, isn't it?
For the BJP, especially for the Home Minister, the other important aspect of this entire campaign, massive campaign, the truck laden with flowers, the Home Minister, in fact, speaking to certain, speaking to people as well, and is expected to speak to the media too. What is important is this is also one of the biggest achievements. Hyderabad, Nizam, who post-independence tried, in fact, to put up a resistance. He tried to, in fact, first tried to be independent, then associate with Pakistan. It was one of the biggest achievements of, in fact, Sardar Patel and Bharatiya Janata Party, with the statue of unity, and in the years from Gujarat, has been trying to, in fact, portray as a strong man of India who did not get his due, and he was the Home Minister of the country as well. Amit Shah, not only with the abrogation of Article 370, the entire campaign was led by him, the speech in the parliament as well, and now coming to Hyderabad is also trying to portray that message back to the voters. And this is the base, one of the biggest achievements of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and as the Home Minister, Amit Shah would want, in fact, the BJP to be established here as far as this entire campaign is concerned. While we are speaking at this roadshow which is going on, the Home Minister is in fact going to address the media and the people as well at the end of this roadshow. Massive amount of mobilization by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They are, in fact, the roadshow is moving quite slowly because there are multiple layers, multiple, in fact, elements to this roadshow. One, of course, is the truck itself where Amit Shah, the Home Minister, is on. And on the other hand, in front of the Home Minister, there are these people who are walking with the BJP flag. In front of them are the drummers, then the musicians. There are people there's a dancing troupe as well. So full color of connection that you hardly even see as far as the state and elections are concerned. BJP has brought in a lot of color in this assembly, in this municipal election, the Greater Hyderabad municipal elections. 150 seats up for grabs. The Bharatiya Janata Party, which had 4 last time, is hoping that they would be able to multiply 3 to 4 times at the least.
Just painting a bird's eye view of what's happening as far as the other parties are also concerned. Ankit, let's begin with Asaduddin Owaisi's AIMIM having national aspirations for Asaduddin Owaisi, but not contesting even half of the seats on the home turf. Why is that?
That's right. In fact, largely Asaduddin Owaisi only 51 seats out of the 150, especially only in the old Hyderabad area, in the old city area, where he has his stronghold. On the other hand, the TRS is the major player. The TRS fights more than 100 seats. The BJP is the only party right now which is fighting 150 seats, all 150 seats, largely to send out a message that it is the party which is seriously taking on the TRS. It wants to be the principal opposition to the TRS, and that's what they are trying to do right now. On the other hand, the party which was the main opposition before the TRS completely took over the reins in Telangana, the Congress party, right over in the picture. And this campaign of the BJP is going to further push the Congress onto the brink, and the party would be hoping with this kind of an onslaught of the campaign that in 2023 elections they are going to be the principal opposition to the TRS. They would be the option for the people when they go out and vote.
And coming to the Congress party, nowhere in the fray this time around, Ankit?
Interesting, the Congress is right now, Jackie, it doesn't even look like it's trying. I mean, yes, the Congress is fighting a number of seats, but it is just on the name that these seats are being contested by the Congress party. You hardly will find any campaign in Hyderabad. You won't find big leaders coming in here. Usually that hasn't been the norm, but the BJP at least has forced the TRS to go on a very aggressive campaign, to go right from the Chief Minister to his son, the very powerful Cabinet Minister, and also his daughter, all of them on the road doing rallies, in fact doing road shows, making sure that they are not left behind. But it is a Congress party which seems to be bothered the least, despite possibly also much at stake. The Congress on the verge of the kind of support that they had, the Congress on the verge of losing the opposition attack not only in Hyderabad but also in entire Telangana. But they are the ones making the least amount of effort for reasons
That's right. Although this is a stronghold of K. Chandrasekhar Rao, but you see the national leaders, Ankit, making inroads into Hyderabad for civic polls. Is that somewhere impacting the voter sentiment towards TRS? Ankit, if you can hear me? We'll re-establish that connection right there, but Ankit was giving us a party-by-party update as to what is happening, juxtaposed with the fact that on air right now is the live rally that Amit Shah is conducting. We're getting you these visuals that are coming in from Secunderabad. This has taken place after that prayer offering that got done at Bhagyalakshmi Temple. This is a mega roadshow. This is a big civic poll face-off with the national level leaders and superstars, if I could use the liberty to call them that, of the BJP making inroads into a civic poll in the city of Hyderabad. It's a tough fight that is being given out to the TRS, to the AIMIM, and of course Congress as well. We're getting you all these live updates on the Greater Hyderabad municipal polls. You can visibly see, and many analysts tout this to be high on communal politics as well from all ends. At the moment, on 1st of December, elections are going to be held. The BJP currently holds only 4 of the 150 seats, but just look at the show of strength they are putting up to turn the tables around in their favor at the moment. It's a high-stakes battle between the BJP and rest of the political parties. You can see on your screens at the moment as well. These are the latest visuals that are coming in. We're going to be having a media conference as well, where Amit Shah is going to be addressing a press conference in just about a while from now. We will cut live to that and bring you all the very latest updates